Hello everybody, welcome back to Cheap Haass. We are currently getting ready for Australia. We had a decent showing in the second race. No points to show for it, but still a result to kind of boost our confidence a little bit and give us a little hope for the future. Alright, so our underfloor is done. So we are going to pump out 4 of these. Normal approach to building them is going to be 1.6 million, so we're going to take a little bit more away from our budget for the rest of the year. Looking at our scouting department, we just built previous one, goes from a capacity of 2 to 3. I'm thinking we just pick up this final upgrade for the scouting department for this year, just to kind of get it out of the way, and it kind of increases our scout capacity, because currently at the moment I am searching for people and only having 2 scouts is not enough. Alrighty, so looking at the qualifying results, we got another one of our guys into Q3. Teo qualifies 9th, and we had Plo qualifying 11th. Top of the board is Perez, followed by 2 Ferraris, and then Verstappen. Any shockers back here? Yuki being last. I don't think that's much of a shock, just with how bad the Alpha is in this game at the moment. Both of the Williams advancing through, so good for them. But yeah, we will move on to our race strategy. Alright, so this is a bit of a rough outline of our strategy for the race. We're going to go soft, hard, soft. Just because Teo, I just feel like this is a good strategy. I don't know why. He's got, a used set of softs that he'd have to go on to. But I don't feel like having us just staying on the hards through the rest of the race is going to be a beneficial strategy. Could have him start on mediums and then go to hards, but still I don't think that's a viable option. So I'm just going to do soft, medium, soft. And then for Plo's got 2 brand new sets of mediums, so we're going to utilize those to the best of our ability. We're going to put on those new sets of softs that we have for Plo as well, and that'll be our strategy for the race.
The fans here in Melbourne are all set, as are the drivers, heading into 58 laps around Albert Park. A chance to see just what Charles Leclerc can achieve here.
They're in second place on the grid, but that could so easily change in the first few seconds after lights out.
They could become 4th.
So let's see what today has in store, shall we? Brace yourselves for the Australian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Alright, so 2 times speed. We're going to focus on Plo, because Plo's got the softer set of tires. Alright, looks like we're already getting overtaken by the Alpine. Plo's looks like he's doing a good job. Let's just hope we can stick to him here on the straightaway. Okay, we're already starting to get pressure here by the, oh, what's the yellow flag for? Oh, someone went wide. Who's that? It was Russell. Alright, so that moves Porsche up to 2nd. See him celebrating. We're going to go 2 times speed here. So we need Porsche to hold within 2nd again of Ocon. I'm going to push him, go aggressive here. We're going to also have Plo. Oh, we're going to have Plo stay on neutral here. We might have him go deploy just to see him get away from far behind. So we're just going to try to keep an eye on Porsche's ERS management here. Really, really need him to get up to Ocon. Does not look like he's even close. And we forgot to take fuel out of the car as well. Alright, so we're just going to enable their stuff here. There, and I think this is going to be, the end of this lap is when we're going to have to give up and put them back on neutral, so we're not absolutely killing the ERS management here. And, I mean, Albon's just right on us, so yeah. Unless we can get it through here. We do not. All right, we're going to go neutral. And neutral. Corsair is 1.1 behind. Below has currently got Gasly behind him. We're going to put both of these guys back onto standard. We're actually going to have them push on their fuel for a couple laps and just let them burn up until, I'm going to say let's put them on 0.5. We're going to keep an eye on how stuff is going right now. We're holding steady. So Albon gets by Corsair, but we're going to be able to sit in the DRS of Albon. I'm actually going to tell him to top up. Now, and is Polo getting passed by Norris? No, so we're going to have Norris kind of sit here and kind of keep his stuff. Polo is... Oh, Polo actually overtook Gasly. Why did he pass Gasly? Alright, so we're going to have him top up behind Gasly. We're going to have both guys go back down to balanced. Just for right now. Alright, looks like Corsair and Albon are battling pretty good here. Throwing it back and forth. Oh, there's a... What's that for? Oh, that was for Polo.
Things look fine here. Whoa, and around they spin. And that won't do anything to help those tyres.
So we're going to tell him to go into neutral here, and then we're going to have him... Well, I mean, we might as well just keep our strategy here and then just go to the mediums to the end. Corsair, currently. 59. Kind of holding steady here. I know we're on top up, but we're going to leave it on top up. Below is catching Zhou very, very slowly, but he's catching. And the second that he's in DRS, which he is right now, we get into a habit of just going to 2 times speed when we do this. We're going to have him sit and top up. Alright, Albon gets by Corsair, but that's okay. He's going to be able to sit in the DRS here. We just want him to save as much as possible. So he's actually falling outside of the DRS zone. We're going to tell him to actually go aggressive here. We're going to tell him to start pushing. We're going to tell him to go neutral as well. Blow's gotten by Joe here. We can catch just a little bit here. Looks like this track's like really, really, really bad with maintaining tire temperature. Alright, Blow is topped up. We're going to ignore that this is an optimal pit lap. We're going to go to neutral here for Plo. We can probably... we're going to tell him to attack. We're going to have him attack at least for this lap here. We're going to kind of see where he is coming up to this lap. And if he's losing a bunch of time to the car behind, we're going to have him go one more lap. He's pushing. Okay, he's gonna hit the DRS this lap too. Alright, I think we're gonna... where's he at? Okay, I think we're gonna tell him to pit this lap. Onto the hards. Alright, so he comes out 14th. Good for him. We're gonna go 410 speed here just so we can quickly manage his stuff. Where is his... okay, so his temperatures... we're going to let him push his temperatures up until they get white. Out of the cold. Okay, and then we're going to have him go standard. Alright, looking at Plo. Plo is... he just overtook the freeze. We're going to actually have him go deploy. Like I said, we're not even going to like let him push. We're just going to have him sit there on his tires. This is a bit of a DRS. It's a bit of a 3-car DRS train. He overtook Bottas. We're going to have him do that, and then we're going to switch it down to neutral, 26%. He gets past Piastri. About 48%. So Sargent gets overtaken by Pourchaire. Lowe is almost an entire, about half a pit stop behind his teammate. And we're going to lose out time to Albon in front. Or no, we do not. That's Palou that I'm focused on at the moment. Okay, so we're going to wait. Right, so we're going to... Where's Palou at currently? We're going to tell Palou to attack. And we're going to tell him to pop up. We're going to also tell him to pit this lap. And we're going to put him onto the hards. Those will be his tires to the end of the race. And Joe had a pit stop issue, so that's going to help Palou. At 2 times speed, we're going to see what his pit stop is like. Good stop. Albon gets by Pourchaire. What tire is Pourchaire on? Or Albon. Albon's on the mediums, but we're taking these tires to the end. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to take those tires to the end. Alright, so 8 times speed. Below standard. Tell him to top up a little bit. We're going to tell him to go back to neutral. Just going to let him push and burn some fuel up. Gonna keep an eye on him. Pourchaire is... That's not the right screen I want to be on. He is currently right behind Norris. We're actually going to get on board with him here. And then we're going to... Tires. Alright, we're going to actually tell him to be aggressive with these sets. Forgot that we're going to pit him one more time. So we're... Gonna have him deploy, push, hold... Whole 9, see if he can get by Norris here. And then once he gets by Norris, he's going to be about 2 seconds behind Russell. Hopefully he can get this done in the straightaway here. Come on. We're going to tell him to be aggressive. High overtake aggression. We're going to do the same for, we're going to leave below where he is. Keep an eye on the stuff here. We're going to keep it on overtake until he can, put just over a second on Norris, and then we're going to put him back on neutral. Okay. We're going to put him on neutral. Okay, that's good enough for him to get ahead of Norris. Now Russell's our next target. He's sitting pretty here with his tires as well. I think Palou's just going to be sitting here. He's going to be... I mean, you can see he's just closing up on Piastri here. I'm going to let him burn about negative -0.2. Bottas has a pit stop issue. Where's Bottas? Okay, so Bottas is well behind Palou. So the best position we can even get to with Palou right now is oh, virtual safety car. All right, where is Palou? We're gonna have Palou pit right now onto the mediums. Where's Pourchaire? Pourchaire is all the way over here. We're gonna have conserve, harvest. We're gonna do the same here. Conserve, harvest. So what is the VSC for? Do we have an answer? We're gonna go on board with Palou here.
VSC. Get plus on delta time. Copy.
Right, De Vries.
Okay, so we've got De Vries. And that's the moment the car plows into the wall. And that won't do their confidence any
A little dodge work by Alonso. Oh, I couldn't hit the skip button. Hate hearing the team. All right, so we're gonna see how much time we're gonna lose here. By pitting. I mean, if we Alright, we're gonna tell Porsche to pit onto... Can we even do that? How do I get to the, confirm pit? We're gonna look, see how that looks. Alright, is the VSC... VSC is still up. Alright. We have a long pit stop as well. Alright, that was only about 2 seconds. I'm scared to go too fast. Virtual safety car ending. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're gonna have everyone go aggressive. We're gonna go push. Neutral. Neutral. Push. Aggressive. Alright, so Porsche is now 11 seconds behind. Oh, as we get another caution, what was that for? It's just for Hamilton. Okay. What is... Okay, Porsche's got a really good strategy right now. Blow as well, so we're just going to keep them both pushing. We're just going to see how many seconds he can gain up here. So he's about 8.6 behind, 8.5. It's slowly dropping here. I think Gasly's going to have to pit at some point as well. They're both on hard, so he's not going to have to pit for a while. But we're just eating into him. Like, I think it's like Motorsport Manager.
I'm not quite sure what's happened there.
Oh, Albon crashed. We're fighting for position too.
Sorry for
Alright, so 810 speed. Okay, so we're closing in on Gasly, so we need to... Hopefully Albon's got a bunch of damage. We're going to tell Porsche to deploy as well. We're going to tell Plo to deploy as well. We're just going to have them both do that for a minute. We're just going to see how much time we can drop. We're going to hold that steady like 4.8 here. I'm really not liking how that looks. We're going to have them both going in neutral right now. Use up some battery just to get close. So 15 to go. We've got enough tire to last to the end. Alright, and Albon pits. We're going to go standard just to make sure that we have some tires left. So it's kind of getting down steady. It's going to get close here. Alright, so Porsche is almost 7 seconds ahead of Gasly. The cars in front do not have to pit. But we're slowly gaining on Gasly for points. Below is still 12 seconds behind. Got past Sonoda, but... We're just slowly watching. Just looking at our tires too. Our tires are kind of evening out to that point where I'm not super worried. Alright, we're just kind of creeping in that ERS point. Okay. Show me the DRS. Yeah, we're so close. Alright, we're gonna have him deploy so we can hopefully get closer. I know we're kind of neglecting Plo at the moment, but his battle's a little too steep. Let's get close. We just want DRS once. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna tell him to top up. And that's points. That's points right in front of us. So really don't want to muck this up. I'm going to let him get close with top up just so we're saving ERS behind him. We can just make this easy and then gap him. I'm going to go late on the tires as well just to help even that curve out. Man, is he... What's going on with Gasly? We're gonna go neutral. We're gonna let him be on this for a second. Gonna see what we're going on here. I mean, we're almost gapping him as is. We're gonna have him go standard. See if he can gap. I mean, he's pulling from him. Just those tires. His tires at? He's 72% on the tires, so he should be pushing hard. Alright, we might get re-overtaken here. If you get re-overtaken, we will, we're just gonna sit on Harvest for a second. We're just gonna let him pass. We'll hopefully have the DRS down the straightaway here. I just want to make sure that we have the means to fight here. Alright, we're gonna put him on neutral. What do our tires look like? Alright, we're gonna have them go light as well. I know this is super micromanagey, but I just want to sit here and just see how this goes. Can't have him run out of tires either. If we sit behind him, we can kind of manage our stuff. Oh, there's a caution. Okay. We're gonna jump on board here. What's for
Now,
Stroll?
Yes, it's Carlos
Crash.
Sainz.
Oh, Sainz and Stroll. Oh. Hopefully that,
What a disaster.
hopefully that, helps move us up a little bit more. It's all the way in that corner. Alright, I'm comfortable here to tell him to go standard. I'm gonna have him go deploy here as well. Oh, Stroll's in the pits. And that's a car in between us too. We're gonna go neutral because he's just far enough behind us to where I'm feeling okay. We're gonna have him deploy again. Below, we're gonna have him go unbalanced. We're gonna have him go unbalanced as well. We're gonna have him attack just to, or actually, we're gonna have him go standard just to make sure that he's not a. I like that little. Just below at 8 seconds behind. Alright, so we got 2 seconds, so we might get points here. We accidentally left the battery on for too long. Leclerc is currently in first place. That's a... It's a bit of a shock result for Ferrari if they can hold on to it. He's got... Oh, man, they're battling for it. Back and forth. Who's gonna get it? Go look up here. Oh, is it Perez? Oh, Perez is gonna get it. Alright. We're sitting where we're sitting.
Cross the line first.
Man, what a heartbreaker for Leclerc. He held that at multiple points in that final lap. But we are currently in the points. Below finishes 15th. And we're going to potentially bring this home unless we have a horrific last 3 corners. But hey, 3 races of trying, 3 races of frustration. We've got a single point.
Well, that was a truly awful day at the office for the Haas driver.
What do you mean?
It's been a very frustrating day for them, and they leave without any points. That's not the sort of performance we'd expect to see, really.
What?
And onto the podium goes Sergio Perez, and he's certainly in good company there.
That's their second win of the season. A brilliant talent who looks so at home on the track.
All right, so despite what the announcer says, we did get a point. I don't know what they said. We didn't get a point. I was like, did I miss something? Yeah. So your finishing order: Perez and Leclerc. Leclerc got so close. You just kind of see him having that battling bounce back and forth, and then Perez gets him right there in that final straight. Verstappen's third step at the podium. Points go Alonso, Sainz, Hamilton, Russell, Stroll, Ocon, and then we finally get our first point of the season so far. Scrolling down here, Alex had a bad race after a spin, so he brings it home in 15th. Pierre just missed out there. We were able to get ahead of him, and we didn't even go a lap down with Porsche. So good race for us. Nick DeVries crashed out, and yeah, Sergio Perez is your new leader of the standings, as Max Verstappen drops down from first as Perez gets his second win of the year. Yeah, I mean, close battle right here. It's a 3-man race at the moment. Perez, Verstappen, Leclerc. We finally get up here with Porsche in 11th, as we are the only non-Alpine, Mercedes, Aston, Ferrari, or Red Bull to score this season. So we've got 9 drivers behind us who are looking to get at least 1 point. The constructors as follows. Red Bull, they're showing their dominance. It seems sort of like real life, except not as dramatic. Maybe a little bit better from Perez. 125 points. So their gap's almost a race, I think. So they're pretty untouchable at the moment. Once again, we are not one of the 10 fastest pit stops, so we miss out on that. Every team except for Alfa Romeo and ourselves have scored. And yeah, we had a screw up on Porsche's pit stop, which was under the virtual safety car. So at least that didn't screw us too much. All right, so following the race, we have kind of our first inspection fail.
Subject to regular inspections. We've got one here that unfortunately failed. We'll need to get on and sort that out.
All right, so this is one of those things that are going to become more of a problem over the years.
We can't keep a failed piece installed, so we have to replace it with a spare.
All right, and with this rear wing failing, I do need to remind everybody that we do have a new rear wing coming in 3 days. We'll be able to manufacture one of those, so I'm not too worried about that failing. We'll have some new stuff on the car for next race. All right, so a really positive race from us. We have a point. Very, very useful. Hopefully be able to do that every couple races or so. Maybe we can luck into some more points finishes. 9th or 8th place would be fantastic. We need to be looking at getting 6th place, so the board don't get mad and get rid of me. I am not 100% sure how I would handle getting sacked because we are intentionally running this team very poorly. Yeah, we'll have some fun in Azerbaijan, another track where DRS is majorly important. Hopefully we're able to, as we look over on the right side of the screen, yeah, we have some design completes, so maybe we'll be able to get some of that stuff on the car. So hope you all have a good rest of your week. This was a positive race for us, and yeah, peace.